Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone tonight. Thank you for being here. Notice is hereby given of a public hearing and regular meeting of the District of the Board of Directors to be held at 105 Fort Road, Port Isabel, Texas on August 27, 2025 at the hour of 5:30 p.m. for consideration of the business of the agenda below. This notice is posted at the office of the district on August 21st, 2025 at 4 p.m. in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code 551041, 551050, not less than 72 hours prior to the time of the said meeting. Today we do have a quorum. Present we have Mr. Blotter, Dr. Lalonde, and Mr. Friedman. With the notice, we have Mr. Starkey and Mr. Donahue not joining us. If I may please have the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support towards the agenda items that we are presenting today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Tommy. Moving on to item 3, invitation to the audience for public comments. We do have Mr. Glenn Young, aka Doc, would like to say something. Is there staff or board or anyone else like to say anything before we can? Okay, Doc, welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, directors, department heads, everyone from Laguna Madre, guests as well. I have 3 items I would like to speak on this evening. The first item is on the agenda. It is item number 5, which involves the tax rate for Long Island Village. We are in favor of that small reduction. We're in favor of a bigger reduction, in case the board would like to consider that, but we do appreciate any reduction at all. The second item I'd like to talk about is the conditions of the construction that are going on out at Long Island Village. I've addressed this with SWG Engineering, and I've addressed this multiple times with the Southern Trenchless who's doing the work there, as well as Mr. Ortiz. The quality of the caliche that is being used to fill in the trenches and the roads and that's being left there is not what I would consider caliche. I'm not an engineer, I'm not an expert on roads. I was expecting something more along the lines of what's known as road base, which would be a white, consistent, gravelly substance. What we have is being called caliche is clay, for lack of a better word. The residents, when it rains like it did today, many are unable to pass out of their driveways because the trenches that are left, even though they are filled with this caliche, it gets stuck. They will bottom out to their axles on regular passenger automobiles while they're trying to cross these. I have asked for some type of solution, whether it be iron plates put across them, whether it be a different road base type material to be used, but it is almost to the point of being untenable for the residents. I have a resident, in fact, that wants to be here this evening, but is unable to do so because of the quality of those roads. I admit we have another project that is also going on that is an electrical project, but the greatest part of our roads are being removed and backfilled by this project, the water and sewer project. So I'm asking if the board would please take note of this condition, and anything that you could do to assist my residents would be greatly appreciated. The third item I have this evening. I received a call from a Long Island Village resident who had gone to Laguna Madre to establish their new account. This person told me that he was directed by the clerk here that he also had to go to Cameron County and pay a fee for an application for a water meter. This has been an item of discussion that we have had somewhat ongoing for at least a few months. Mr. Ortiz, Mr. Salazar, and I have all been in conference over this. Long Island Village is position on this is that we have paid for the bond, and we have also paid from our reserve account $1.4 million for cost overruns. That check was issued July 18th of last year. That was supposed to cover any cost overruns that might occur. Long Island Village's position is that the fee of $125 per lot for a water meter permit from Cameron County, which is a total of $128,000, is part of this project cost. It is not an additional responsibility for the residents of Long Island Village to come up with this additional fee. When this project was pitched, it was said that if there's a cost overrun, that after we had paid our $1.4 million cost overrun fee, that it would be the responsibility of Laguna Madre Water District. So once again, I'm here to ask directors, please take a look at this situation and please determine in our favor that if this is a cost overrun, that it will be absorbed by the water district. Thank you.
Thank you. We will look into all of this. Do we we'll take this later? Okay, thank you for bringing this up to our attention. Anything else? Anyone else? Okay. Thank you. Let's move it along to item 4. Consider a public hearing on the proposed ad valorem tax rate for Laguna Madre Water District and Long Island Village designated area for the fiscal year 2025-2026. We need to
Are we-
acknowledge these.
Public here, do we need just item 4, do we need to enter the public hearing?
Speaks, yeah. I think you just open the hearing
If
and
there's
then.
anybody that wants
Okay.
to
Speak.
say something, then-
Zoom, staff, board.
Don't we have to have a vote to enter the public hearing?
Yes.
I make a motion, we enter the public hearing.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Water, seconded by Dr. Lalonde. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Item 5, consider and discuss for possible approval a resolution to adopt the ad valorem tax rate of 0.122714 for $100 of Laguna Madre Water District and the ad valorem tax rate of 0.540179 for $100 of Long Island Village designated area for the fiscal year 2025 through 2026. Resolution number 223-08-2025.
On item 4, since you've opened the public hearing, maybe just make an inquiry if there's anybody who wants to speak in regards to item 4 for the public hearing.
Okay,
Zoom or in person.
I kind of did initially, but
Yeah, you
yes.
did, but then we opened the public hearing.
Okay,
So do it after.
so
I'm just trying
are
to,
we revisiting item 4 again? And at this time, if anyone would like to state anything or say anything or questions, include Zoom, staff, audience member, board members, anyone at this time for a public hearing? There are none. That takes it to item 5, which is an action item.
Is this we each do a roll call or just I motion in favor of the resolution?
I believe it's a roll call.
let's do a roll call.
Motion for approval by Mr. Vaughter,
Approved?
approval by Dr. Lalonde, approval by Mr. Friedman, and absent today we have Mr. Starkey and Mr. Donahue. So this item does pass. That takes it to item 6, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Item 6, consider and discuss for possible approval of the minutes from the regular meeting on August 13, 2025.
Motion to approve?
Motion for approval by Dr. Lalonde, second by Mr. Vaughter. All those in favor, motion carries. Thank you. Item 7, discuss and take action on a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a financing agreement with the Texas Water Development Board, TWDB, relating to financial assistance being provided by the TWDB for seawater desalination project resolution number 224-08-2025.
Any questions on it? What it is that the board has to approve that resolution. So we'll be getting to the final, we need to send this information back to the Texas
Yes.
Water Development Board. So we can take care of the agreement.
Yes.
I make a motion, we approve the resolution.
Motion for approval by Mr. Water,
Second?
seconded by Dr. Lalonde. All those are in favor? There are none opposed. Thank you. Moves along
Thank you.
to item 8, thank you. Consider and discuss the possible approval of group health, life, dental, and vision insurance renewal.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, as, I discussed it with, Scott Friedman, our chairman, and, Bill Donahue, the director, that the increase had been at 14% at one point, at the beginning of the health insurance. And, the work from Mr. Gomez was pushing for lower and lower until we got to 5.2%. So it's way better than 14%, so we agreed at 5.2, if you recall that.
Yes.
That, it was a
I
good
think that's a
amount,
very
so
good deal.
it's not as bad as what we had discussed earlier.
And I thank
So-
Robert for putting forth the effort.
Right, and then
Thank you,
the
Robert.
other two, the life, life dental, and the vision. And I believe that the dental is a, let's see, if we can see in there, was an increase of, to 9%.
Triple it.
So, and the other two stayed the same, which, all these benefits are not changed at all, it's all the same, from last year. So, we recommend that we get this approved.
I motion to approve.
Unless you have any questions.
No, I second.
Motion for approval by Dr. Locke, second by Mr. Lauder. All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed, motion does carry. Thank you. This was a big project and a lot of money, and thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for working hard on it.
Got another year behind us successfully, so thank you. Let's take it to item 9. Carlos, General Manager's report.
Okay,
I would just have you point out, Carlos, on that last one, like, that's a good perk of this job. I mean, that insurance, like, when we're all thinking about our compensation overall, like, hey, that's a big part of it. Sometimes that's easy to miss that, because it's kind of like, one of those soft costs, but, I'm sure the staff appreciates it. It's something
Yes, they
that
do.
we're happy we can provide,
even the new employees that are coming in, they appreciate that too, because they don't have the same insurances that we have at other companies. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we all appreciate it, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
What did it do to the family members and the other additional, did the rates increase, did they stay the same, or did it fall?
by 40.
So everyone follows the same?
Across the board, yeah.
Okay, the family plan, I guess, is what I was trying to ask.
Right,
Right.
a lot of benefits stay the same.
Right, okay,
That's all good, thank you.
thank you.
On number 9, the reservoir levels this morning were at 25.0. So we're at that borderline that I wanna just recommend to the board that we wanna stay at stage 3 level. Cause it might be that tomorrow it'll change to 24.9. Below 25, you gotta stay at stage 3 anyhow. So we're probably gonna stay at stage 3 until we get more rain in our watershed. We've been having a little bit of rain, but it's not in our watershed, it's over here closer to the valley. So, I'm just gonna stick with, staying at stage 3 on the, drought management plan. So,
Thank the Lord he listened to our prayers a bit
we're,
over the past year.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've
We're
been trying,
if it went the other way, we'd have been in big trouble this year,
exactly,
so.
because we've been getting something up there for, keeping us at the stage 3.
Yeah.
Nothing going on stage 4 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank the Lord for that. So, the other one that we have here is, employee summer event that staff was recommending to me to have, an event for the staff or the employees. And, we're gonna go to the beach park and have a fun out there next Sunday. And you guys are invited to go.
9:30, come by Chapel by the Sea. You do that before you go, and that's great.
But it's on Saturday, not Sunday.
No, it's on Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, I misunderstood.
You can pray both days.
Yeah. Bring the whole water district out, we'll have
So
service on Saturday.
that's where we got the better price on Sunday. And then Monday will be Labor Day, so we're off, so, y'all are welcome to be there and let us know if you know.
Everyone have a good time.
Call us.
Fun and fun.
We'll get you the tickets, we'll get you go in.
Are you doing the famous barbecue cookout?
Yes, yes. Well, hot dogs. At least something, right? Hot dogs and hamburgers maybe.
Good.
But yes, it'll be okay. It'll be fun for the families.
Wishing everyone summer happy fun.
Last day of summer probably. But thank you, yes, that'll be it on my report.
Thank you, Carlos. Let's take it to 10. Charles, District Engineers Report.
Oh, boy.
Yes,
Safe as that.
yeah, it's basically the only item here on the engineer's report is the lift station rehabilitation. You know, this is the GWDB project 73730 closeout. And yeah, it's actually a Series 2019 revenue note, which was really a phase 2 of Portersville wastewater treatment plant improvements, which turned into the lift station projects that we've been constructing. And that last contract being the contract number 3 with Morwell, that just, you know, basically we have closeout procedures that require affidavit of bills paid, certification by the consulting firm that everything was built to plans and specifications, and you know, just the construction inspection that was already completed by the Texas Water Development Board. So I guess we're kind of at a point to where we don't see the contractor being able to deliver an affidavit of bills paid, and you know, we're gonna have this issue with liquidated damages that, you know, we may not be able to reach an agreement to. And so to close out the project with Texas Water Development Board, we're basically, you know, at the point of requesting an exception to their requirements to allow them to release the last amount of the escrow. So right now, there's, you know, 205,000 sitting in an escrow account, which there is a way for them to do an exception to the closeout.
Texas Water Development.
Texas Water Development Board. So we may be talking to them in that respect.
What kind of exception? What do you mean by exception?
Well, I mean, basically.
Relaxing some of the rules or?
Yeah, like, I guess it would be more if the contractor doesn't deliver their affidavit of bills paid, but, you know, that there'd still be a way to just close out the contract due to, if there's not a final pay application, so we're just gonna call the last pay application final. I mean, those are the kind of items on the list that would have to get resolved to try to close out this project. And at the same time, you know, the panel for lift station 4, it actually failed August 2nd, which it was just, you know, at the point of just being inoperable. And so we had to proceed with emergency repair. And so as we approached the contractor, he was being non-responsive. The same unpaid bill is the supplier of the pumps that hasn't been paid for years and is still an outstanding claim. And so the authorized vendor for warranty, is A-Squared treatment, which was, and then the contractor's contract is with Zone Industries. And so basically, the contractor was trying to work through his existing contract, you know, for somebody who's on hold with pending payment because they haven't been paid. And then, you know, the authorized vendor for the panel is A-Squared that we were able to work directly with. So there is an action item where we just entered into an agreement with the authorized vendor, which is A-Squared, to perform the warranty service and get that panel fixed as a soft start. And so,
Deduct that from the
and then that's
final?
gonna be damages, you know, going towards the contractor. So that's the state of where we're at right now. And then they actually were out there already performing the work last week. And then they were, the warranty, A-Squared treatment. So we did get the panel fixed on soft starts, but we did find that because of all the hits it was taking, one of the breakers is weak and needs to get replaced. And so the breakers themselves are outside of the panel that's under warranty, but the breaker is something directly through the contractor's electrician. And so we were able to restart the conversation and they're thinking they can get that replaced through warranty. So the contractor is still working with us in some respect to get that breaker replaced.
Is it just a faulty breaker or is it an overloaded line or what do you mean by just a breaker?
Well, basically, we can only operate with one pump at a time. When we try to have 2 pumps on, it'll trip. And so it's probably taken so many power surges, like 25 hits, it's just become weak. And so it's at the point of just needing to be replaced. So, you know, there's that part of the work that still needs to get done, getting that breaker done, and then trying to see how we can reach a settlement with this contractor. But that's, and then getting the TWDB, you know, everybody wants to close this job, but we've got to reach those terms for how we're gonna get there. But that's where we're sitting right now. I don't know if there's any comments, you know, on that contract beyond that. But that's the status of where we're at.
Okay. Thank you, Charles. I don't know what to say. We'll deal with this.
I have a question. Who oversees their quality control? Like, how'd it get so bad while it's being installed?
Well, I mean, I suppose, well, we have our operations group, Lisa Nichols has submittals reviews. I mean, it's basically, you know, a combination of in-house effort and consultant effort maintaining the quality control. And I mean, the reason why they're so far behind is because, you know, they've had so many efforts that have been rejected and they've had to resubmit, and then, you know, they've had to fix their own work, which they've done multiple times.
Was this the first time we worked with this contractor?
Yes,
Okay, and the last time, I assume?
absolutely.
Did we go back through our process and determine, like, how did we end, you know, where was our mistake? We made a bad choice, right, on this contractor. So internally, we should kind of evaluate, okay, where did we go wrong here? How will we make sure we don't go wrong in the same place next time? Hey, we thought we were gonna save 10 grand, but we went with somebody and we didn't maybe vet them properly, you know? Just, that's for you guys to figure out, but as we do a lot more work, we wanna make sure we don't get stuck in these situations. So if it's, hey, we gotta hold Freeze and Nichols more accountable, or we need to hold ourselves more accountable, have that internal discussion so that we can learn from this.
Definitely, and it's reviewing those qualifications and know when the low bid contractor is not your best selection. I mean, you have to look at quality.
Sometimes we can just go, oh, they're just a bad guy, we like offload all the responsibility onto just, oh, it's a bad contract. Well, you know, we gotta take, if we own it, then we'll do better in the future. So we gotta own part of it in some sort of way and then learn from that, I think.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that concludes the engineer's report unless there's any more comments.
No. Thank you, Charles. Great, thank you. Item 11, consider and discuss for possible approval of change order number 5 with Ferguson Services System, Inc. for water plant number 1 construction.
Yeah, and these are basically the 4 various proposals that have come up through field changes over the past, year or so of construction. The first one being the air conditioning units that were provided didn't have heaters. So, you know, this was an addition just so we can have heating in the office building, you know, when it's cold. The second one on here is, they had designed the building for a forklift to access from the existing water plant side of the building, but that path for that forklift gets too close to equipment, and during construction, the contractor brought, you know, this issue to our attention, and we agreed that it was a better idea to put in a new roll-up door on the north wall of the building. So this change order is to add that wall to improve access to the pumps and you know, just prevent the forklift from getting too close to that sensitive equipment. And then there was a hoist in that ground storage tank that's already complete that didn't need to get installed, so we got a credit for that. And then all the piping at the clarifiers, because of the congestion, we changed some of it to ductile iron pipe and picked it up above ground, just so we have a place to work in all that congested spot. So that's another increase of $48,000 for the piping changes. So in the 4 proposals as a whole, we're proposing an increase of $94,567.59. And then also with contract time, we're proposing an additional 207 days for them to be able to finish now, substantially completed by December of 2025, which is consistent with, you know, with the actual work progress to date. And so, you know, there is available funding in the tax bond order account, and we do recommend approval for the change order.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion approved by Dr. Long, seconded by Mr. Lauder. All those in favor, they are. None opposed, motion carries. Thank you, Charles. Let's take it to item 12, consider and discuss for possible approval of an emergency ratification with a squared treatment for lift station number 4 control panel repair replacement.
Yeah, this is again that authorized vendor to do the warranty on the panel at lift station 4. And we had to go direct with the vendor due to the non-responsiveness on the general contractor.
Yeah, glad you're able to do that. So Brian, my question to you would be, if we do something like this, can the contractor come back and be like, hey, you didn't give us proper notice to remedy it on our own, and therefore, like, we're still owed the money that you went and paid to A Squared. I just wanna make sure that I'm in favor of it, as long as we're doing everything we have to not violate
I would
our
have to look at
contract.
the contract.
You know, I mean, is that a valid concern?
Yeah,
Yeah.
contractors usually have something in the contract that allows them time to come and look at it and have we done that?
Yeah, I mean, we have been working with them. I mean, they were informed as far as the soft starts.
But pursuant to the contract, is there a clause in the contract that sets forth like exactly what you need to do as far as notice and give them an opportunity to cure and stuff like that?
Especially since we could potentially end up in arbitration or something with these guys.
Yeah, it's not going away.
So,
Right.
and we've got ourselves in trouble before for not documenting, I'm thinking like, you know, with SPI over stuff. So whatever we have done to try and contact the contractor has to be documented like internally.
Pursuant to the contract.
And pursuant, yeah, exactly. So if we can just make sure of that, you know, my motion would be contingent on us fulfilling our contractual obligation to the contractor.
Excellent, I agree.
Okay, so that's my motion.
I second.
Motion made by Dr. Lalonde, seconded by Mr. Lauder. All those in favor, they are. None opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Well stated. Item 13, consider and discuss for possible approval of the financial reports for June 2025.
This is a
No,
acknowledge.
sir.
Acknowledge?
This is a
Or it's motion to approve, you're right. Hold on, we gotta actually hear from Eddie, nice try. No way, you're getting out of that easy. Hey, you're already turning around.
That's what happens.
Good
job.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for June, on the revenue side, it was a little bit less than last year. I don't know if there's any questions on, any of the items, any specific items?
Questions, comments?
Just looking at those expenditures, our lift station, is that our repairs? That's our biggest thing that's up this year, that.
Yes, lift station and wastewater plant have been the departments that have had a lot of extra expenses this year.
Although most of it comes through our administration, that's $100,000 worth. You might want to look at where that's coming from. We're about 330 over for the year, or compared to last year. So anyways, I'm motion to approve.
Second. Motion for approval by Dr. Lund, second by Mr. Lauder. All those in favor, none opposed, motion goes carried. Thank you. That takes it to item 14, consider and discuss for possible approval of the purchase of a 6-inch mag meter.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, we're in the need to purchase a couple of 6-inch mag meters for inventory purposes. Staff recommended for approval and award the contract to Waterworks Metrology for the purchase of two 6-inch mag meters for $16,305.64. This is a single source.
Expensive inventory. I make a motion to approve. Motion by Mr. Lauder for approval. Second by Dr. Lalonde. All those in favor, they are. None opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Item 15, consider and discuss for possible approval of the lease for copiers, digital color printers.
We have to go for bids for the new contract of the copiers that we have right now. We have had these machines for 7 years. So the contract includes the parts, the service, and towing. So staff is recommended for approval and award the contract to Knight Enterprise Solutions for 4 years, starting October 1st, for $18,476.28 a year.
A year? Who have we been with? Who has been our vendor?
No, it will be the first time for them, and the correct vendor is, Dayhill.
There you go. So for $100 a month, we wanna change, is that because we're not happy with Dayhill, or because we're trying to save money?
We think it's the best option, going with the lower bidder. It's,
I'm sure you guys looked at it there. So I guess I'll motion to approve.
Second.
Motion for approval by Dr. Long, seconded by Mr. Water. All those in favor? There are none opposed, motion is carried. Thank you. Takes it to item 16. Right, item 16, consider and discuss for possible approval of the purchase of warehouse racks.
these, racks were approved for this year budget. We need to replace some, warehouse rack with more commercial duty.
With wireframe racks?
Yes. So staff's recommending board approval and award the purchase of the warehouse rack to Global Industrial for $12,433 with 47 cents.
Second.
Motion made for approval by Mr. Goddard, second by Dr. Lalonde. All those in favor? None opposed, motion carried. Thank you. Item 17, consider and review the expenditures from August 1st, 2025 through August 15th. Acknowledged by Mr. Goddard, acknowledged by Dr. Lalonde, acknowledged by Mr. Friedman. Takes it to item 18, executive session permitted by the Open Meetings Act, VTCA Government Code Section 551001, that sequence under 551071, consultation with attorney under Section 551072, deliberation about real property, discussion and possible action concerning the negotiations with the Port Isabel San Benito District for seawater intake facilities, excuse me. I may have every, that's not associated with this excuse themselves, so we may go into executive session. I need a motion to go into executive session. 6:08 PM, motion made by Mr. Waters, second by Dr. Lalonde. All those are in favor. We are in executive, we're out of executive session at 6:36 PM. Discussion and possible action concerning the negotiations with the Port Isabel San Benito Navigation District for seawater intake facilities.
Second motion to proceed as directed.
Motion to proceed as directed by Mr. Water and seconded by Dr. Lalonde. All those are in favor. That concludes this meeting to adjourn at 6:37 PM.